Hello, friends. Good evening. And I'm Shoptarshi, doing my master's in chemistry from IIT Kanpur. And today I will talk about what should you do if you haven't qualified IIT-JAM. Okay, so should you give IIT-JAM one more time? Should you not? Should what university you should target to, and what is not, and what is there? Whether you want to be an IITian again, or whether you want to be an IITian or give the exam next year or not, you should give as many entrance exams as possible. I will repeat myself again. You should give as many entrance exams as possible. Does not matter if you want to go to that university or not, give that exam for your experience. Most of the entrance universities, they will take around 500 rupees for your entrance. So if you don't have to travel to another city, or if it's in your own city, you should definitely give that exam for experience. Okay, that counts a lot in the coming time. I gave around 13 entrance exams because I did not qualify IIT-JAM the first time, qualify the second time. So I gave a lot of exams. And you know what happens when you give all these exams? Initially, I gave a JNU, ACU, BHU, did not qualify all these exams. Then I went on to give all the exams in Bengal, where I'm from, and qualified most of them. You know what happens when you give all these exams? When you give one exam and you see where you're wrong, and you analyze that part where, okay, I'm weak in NMR numericals I cannot do, or EPR I cannot understand EPR, or there are questions that come from some name reactions and I cannot be able to answer them. You figure out which portions you're weak in, develop those areas, then you give and then prepare and revise all the things, and you give the exam again in a different university exam, and then you realize, okay, I'm weak in some physical chemistry numericals, I'm weak in this electrochemical problem, I don't know how to do this. Then you develop that part as well, and then you see, okay, inorganic, this VACPR theory, okay, how did I make this silly mistake? I have to revise these concepts very well, and so revise that concept as well. And then you see, okay, they have asked question for ideal chemistry also, retention factor, I didn't study this part only, I did not study chromatography separation techniques, then I've studied this part also. And you keep doing that every time. You again develop that part, and you again give this next exam that you have in front of you. And the next exam you see, okay, now I am struggling with this molecular orbital theory question, or maybe some question from some inorganic coordination compounds, this isomerism question, this how many isomers this compound will form, I'm not able to understanding. I will develop this part, and I will develop something more on magnetic number, and some spin quantum number, or some other areas that might be there. So every time you make some mistakes, the principle is this: every time you prepare the best way possible in your exam, then you see and analyze. Don't just give exam after exam, and analyze where you made the mistakes and try to develop on those areas. And then you again give your best, and then you again analyze in the small areas, and then you again give your best, and then you again analyze in the small weak areas, and you again give your best. What happens is cycle and cycle and cycle. Initially, I did not qualify any exams. I was failing. I was got so frustrated with my life. But then, the moment I cracked my first exam, after that, I kept on cracking one exam after the other, and I qualified almost all exams in Bengal. And I remember I gave some exams without studying as well. In the end, when I even qualified some exams, in the end I gave some exams in Bengal in universities. I did not study anything also before exam, just maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes studied. I qualified that as well, because it was continuous process of developing. Okay, so whether you want to be an IIT or not, you do this process for 3 months. I did this process for 3 months. Every day you study and give this exams, and all these exams that I will give, 1 week later I have an exam, 2 weeks later I have this exam. It will keep you focused and motivated. If you just have IIT-JAM next year, oh boy, you have nothing in front of you. How will you keep you so motivated like that, right? So it's very important to go through all these steps. And then I went on to do masters in one campus in Calgary University, and then I took 2 weeks off because I was unhealthy, and then I studied for IIT-JAM like anything I studied. And then all this preparation I had done in May, June, July, like this came back in my last moment preparation, right? And then I, by God's grace, I could qualify that exam, and I got 72 rank over there. So whether you want to give IIT-JAM next year, you want to do in central universities, you go through this process. Okay, you go through this whole process. The process is the important part, and there's no two ways of doing things. Hard work is there. Okay, So, and it's not only about cracking the exam. When you know what, I'm very happy and I'm thankful to God that I did not qualify the exam the first time, because IIT Kanpur was tough. I was not prepared for IIT Kanpur only, with my level of chemistry. Okay, but when I studied and did this whole process, I was prepared for what IIT Kanpur had for me, and I could do better than the average over in the campus, and I could learn a lot from the campus and from the what they taught. Okay, so you study well. If you have not qualified at jam, okay, don't fight with your friends and they got better, he got better, she got better. You fight with yourself and develop those areas you are weak, and be the best version, be the best version that you can be in terms of chemistry. And if you are not getting IIT, it's fine. It's sometimes good not to get into the best campuses, because if you do not deserve that campus, you will suffer over there if you are not qualified for that. But then you should actually go and study in some central universities or some state universities. So whatever campus you get after you do your hard work, go for that campus and you enjoy over there. And I will also make a video whether you should drop IIT, really should drop a 1 year for IIT-JAM or not. You can watch that video, and you can make your choice about that as well. But whether you have qualified or not, you go through this process, give entrance exams as much as possible. If you're getting a good university, sometimes like JNU, BHU, HCU, you should definitely go for it. It's a very good campus, and you will love it over there. And if you're getting some good NITs as well, you might think of going there, and IITs obviously are good. So with that, I will say encourage you, do not stop studying, study every day, and you will bear the fruit of your hard work. Definitely God will help you. And with that, I'll end this video, and you can watch some other videos also I'm uploading in this time. God bless you.